Okay, I just played X-23 a second ago in Justice with just core box and X-23 cards against standard Klaw Masters of Evil. After reading online about a person wondering how strong X-23 was, and seemed presumably with a limited collection. So I'm just doing X-23 with her cards and cards that come in the core box. And now I'm going to do the same game, but this time with a leadership build with the same deck card pool. I'll take a second now and talk about the deck. This is the leadership deck I went with for X-23. The entire card pool consists of just a core set, as well as X-23's pack. As you can see, this is the entire list because right now I have nothing selected. So allies, again, in the core set and X-23 using the leadership aspect. There's only 5 allies available, so I just go ahead and throw all 5 in, especially in leadership, using stuff like get ready, make the call and lead from the front. Having plenty of allies available as choices for these will be beneficial. I'll note that I have a player side scheme. X-23 came with Rally the Troops, which is a leadership player side scheme, 3 threat to heal 2 damage from an ally. What I was really disappointed about with this card collection, and I didn't realize when I first saw the post asking about using X-23 in leadership, there is not a single upgrade on here that gives hit points to allies. There are lots of supports and upgrades that give hit points to allies, but apparently none of them were in the core set, and of course none of them were in X-23. Another way to check that, in Marvel CDB, if you're not familiar, make sure you don't have anything selected, so you're not just searching upgrades or side schemes or whatever, and I can search X hit. So if we look at filter help, X means search for this text. So I'm going to look for a text that says add a hit point to every ally or something like that, right? Obviously, the only thing I see is endurance, which says you get 3 hit points. Kind of curious, why is first aid not coming up? First aid says heal 2 damage from any character. Interesting. Okay. For some reason in my head, I was thinking it would say heal 2 hit points. Okay. So again, we've got our allies. Because I have 2 player side schemes in this deck, Specialized Training and Rally the Troops, Specialized Training in order to boost my basic stat and get another card draw, I did throw in the X-Bunker, which is an action she has the mutant for sure in Alter Ego, yeah. In Alter Ego, you could search for either 1 or 2 cards and add them to your hand, which means that she flips down, she's got 6. If she's able to do her Alter Ego action, she can draw a card and get 7. This could get 8, 9. She could be up to 9 cards just for a basic flip down in the mid to mid-late game against Klaw. I'm also going to throw in and support the Helicarrier. I did replace the Avengers Mansion this particular go around, just on a matter of lowering the cost curve, and because I didn't think the game would go that very long to get the value out of it. First aid, again, this is mostly to heal up Honey Badger as well as X-23 herself. Maybe Vision once in a while. Get ready. That'll definitely help that Vision pay for the use of his +2 that you pay for. It also gets you another activation out of Nick before he goes away at the end of the round. And then, of course, Honey Badger, if we can heal her up. Lead from the front will give each character you control +1 thwart and +1 attack. I talked about this in the Justice video, but X-23, between her claws, she can go from 1 to 3 attack. Claw Mastery will bring her to 5 attack. Lead from the front will bring her to 6 attack, and you could attack. You could get her ready off of her Grim Resolve, so that's attack for 5 again. Honey Badger can attack, and then you can attack again for X-23. That's 15 damage in 3 attacks with X-23. I guess it'd be 18 if you had the specialized training with a +1 attack in there. It's just going to make short work of really any standard villain. Make the call again is to get Honey Badger, mostly, sometimes Mockingbird or Nick Fury, depending on what we need. And that is the deck. Enjoy it. Okay, so I've got my leadership deck here. I have revealed the Defense Network side scheme. I've got my 10 health. Klaw's got his 12 health. There's going to be 0 threat on main B. And then when I go to 1B, I have to discard cards from the encounter deck till a minion is discarded. Just got to quick shuffle this deck up. Always like to make sure it's well shuffled between games. During a game, because cards get discarded from the villain in a pretty randomized order, yeah, I don't really shuffle to this extent, but between games I sure do. So I'm going to discard until I get a minion. Hopefully it's not a super big guy. Oh, it's Melter. He's okay. He makes me have to defend with an ally, which is kind of problematic if I don't shuffle again. If I get Honey Badger out. But we'll see what happens. And 0 on the main, and this should have 1 on Defense Network. All right. I'm in Alter Ego. And I get to draw 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so Sisterhood and Honey Badger in my opening hand. And I attacked for 1 right now, but I can attack for 3 Honey Badger. So I can attack for 3 twice. Or I could throw it away Defense Network, basically. I have a Get Ready also, but I'm not going to use the Get Ready at this point. Not for Honey Badger. So I'm definitely going to keep Honey Badger. I'm planning on keeping her in play. Sisterhood is really to get her back. I'm going to keep this. I like Helicarrier, but I feel like right now, at the beginning of a scenario, especially here, I've got a minion and a side scheme. I do want to build up. I like to build up. But at this point in the game, I got to kind of deal with problems and then get back to building up again. So Klaw kind of throws off the normal setup just for a turn or two. So I'm going to mulligan all these 3. Draw these 3. 1, 2, 3. Puncture Wound is good. So Puncture Wound will let me... no, but I do want to kill Melter fast. So Mockingbird will help me out with that also. Okay. I'm going to use... So Sisterly Bond. I do not have Sisterly Bond. I could have used Honey Badger and then draw... And then... So I'm going to use Honey Badger. Puncture Wound and Power of Leadership to put in Mockingbird. And I'm going to stun, and I'm actually going to stun Melter. Mockingbird is here. Now I'm going to use my Alter Ego action, shuffle the Honey Badger ally into your deck, and draw a card. Please don't be Honey Badger, or these viewers will think I rigged this. First aid. Okay. I'm going to flip up. Then I am going to go ahead and use first aid to put in Grim Resolve. I am going to thwart 2 off a Defense Network. Mockingbird is going to thwart the last one off a Defense Network, which defeats it. And she takes a consequential damage. Then I'm going to use Grim Resolve exhaust this card, take a damage. So I go down to 10 and 9. Now, after I take a damage, I get to ready up, and I'm going to put in adamantium lacing, which gives me a retaliate. Hopefully, remember to use that this time around. I get +2 hit points. So I'm at 11 out of 12, and now I'm going to put this +2 over here to remember that I have a +2 hit points because that raises my max. Okay, I've already done my ready, so this is at 0. I'm going to go ahead, you know what, I'm going to go ahead and take the 2 damage from X-23's claws, knocking me down to 9, and I'm going to hit him for 3. And he's stunned. It's okay. Now I'm going to ready up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Rare case of not using the stun on the villain. Look at that. I got Honey Badger right back. We are in business here. All right, 1 on the main. Claw's going to attack me. I'm planning on flipping back down pretty soon, so I'm just going to take it. So he hits me for 0. Give the villain a tough. Not a problem. I actually have piercing because of adamantium lacing. 1, 2. So 0, 0, 1, 2. I take 2 damage. Good thing I didn't defend because I would have taken 0 damage and not read it up. I have retaliate, so that clears his tough. This melter attacks, but he's stunned, so that clears his stun. And then my bad card is gang up. Oh gosh. The villain and each minion engaged with you attacks you. Will have Mockingbird take. Yes, I will have Mockingbird take claws. 0, 1, 2. Weapons runner comes in play. Engage with you. He's going to attack me also. All right. Mockingbird is gone. Gang up, man, right off the bat, huh? Melter's going to attack for 3. I'm going to defend for 2. He hits for 3. So I take 1 damage. I get to ready up. And I get to retaliate. This guy hits me for 1 more. I'm at 5 health. And I retaliate. And that's it. Okay. I am going to pay a double to put in Honey Badger. And then, oh, this is going to be cool. So I have, let's see, Mockingbird. I'm going to make the call using Rally the Troops and Strength to put in Mockingbird. She's going to stun. This time she's going to stun Klaw. Okay. I'm going to do attack for the last damage on Melter. He's defeated. Honey Badger will attack Weapons Runner, the last damage on him. She takes a consequential, which readies X-23. Mockingbird is going to thwart 1 off the main to knock it down to 0, take a consequential. And X-23 is going to hit. There's nothing else. She is not going to hit. X-23 is going to flip down, and she's going to heal. She's going to heal from 5 to 11. She got 6 recovery, which is just bonkers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And that 6 recovery is letting you know. Use the health. Use it. Use it as a resource. If you die with full health, if you lose a game of Marvel Champions and your hero is at a very high health, it means you didn't use your health efficiently as a resource. Okay, 1's on the main. Klaw is going to scheme for 2 plus a 0. Advance is the best. This is the best card to get as a scheme because it means he's not going to scheme again, and it's a 0 boost. I love it. It's at 3 out of 6. And then my bad card is Klaw's Vengeance, Alter Ego, discard a card at random from your hand. I feel like in the Justice game, the first time I flipped down, I also got a Klaw's Vengeance and had to discard a card at random from my hand. I'll do 3rd one down. In the Justice game, I also discarded a double. from Claw's Vengeance. I think it was energy that time. Wild. Okay. So I could use Honey Badger. I don't have anything to give Honey Badger more health right now. So, and the board is relatively clear of threats. So Honey Badger is going to go ahead and just thwart one off the main. She's going to be defeated. Then I'm going to use my action to shuffle the Honey Badger ally into my deck and draw a card. I got a lot of damage sitting here. Okay, here's the card I get to draw. Vision. I already have Mockingbird up and he's stunned, so I'm pretty good on dealing with attacks for right now. I don't know about putting in Vision yet. I'm going to flip up. So I flipped up. I'm ready. I still have all my special responses to damage. I'm going to play I'm going to use Sisterly Bond to play Claw Mastery. Till the end of the round, I get +2 attack. And my attacks gain overkill, so I'm at +2 attack. Temporary. I'm just going to kind of put it here as a reminder. I am going to go ahead and attack for 3. Villain's at 9 health. I'm going to use the claws. Take 2 damage, which means I get 2 ready. That's my once per phase, and I get another +2 attack. So now I'm at 5 attack. I'm going to go ahead and attack for 5. He's down to 4 health. Okay. I'm going to use this double. This and Grim Resolve, which I have to exhaust that and take a damage. I'm at 8, so it's a double blue. Animal Instinct as 1, Grim Resolve as 1. I'm going to put in Vision. Not going to need these anymore. Vision, I can spend a lightning resource, which I'll spend the X bunker, and he gets +2 to whatever. And I'm going to, oh geez, I could flip Claw right now. What's the worst that could happen? I'm going to flip Claw. 0. Okay. Claw 2 comes in. Immortal Claw comes in. Let's see if it's here first. Yeah, X-23 just cleans this up. Okay, he comes in with 18 plus 10. He comes in with 28 health. He also is stunned. This is at 3. And it puts a +1 temporary token. So I use these when the villain decks out. That's a permanent +1 token. I use these just as a reminder that there's a +1 over here. Okay, Mockingbird is going to thwart 1 off the main, knocking it from 2 to 1. Ready up. I don't really know if it was a great to flip him that early, but I did. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Yeah. Nick. And lead from the front. Okay. Here we go. 2 on the main because of the +1 from that. So that goes from 1 to 3. Claw goes to attack, but he's stunned. There's no minions, and I get my bad card. Attached to Claw. When he attacks and damages a character, stun that character, and he's got a +1 attack. Okay. And he's at 28 right now, but I could thwart off a bunch, so we'll be okay. All right. I am going to first I can thwart for 2. Okay. I am going to see. I don't like to. I like to take an action before I do Grim Resolve, but I'll be able to do something with that later. So I'm going to use Grim Resolve Regenerative Longevity, Hawkeye, and Claw Mastery. Why not? So I have to take one. I might have already. I don't remember, so I'll just take another one. Put in Nick. And I'm going to do draw 3 cards. 1, 2, 3. Can I pay for both of these? I cannot. Okay. I'm going to use this lightning to give vision +2 thwart. He is going to thwart for 3 to get rid of a Mortal Claw, knocking 10 health off of Claw. Okay. I'm going to do 2 to do lead from the front, giving everybody +1 thwart, +1 attack till the end of the phase. Nick is going to attack for 3. That's at 15. Yeah, Mockingbird's she's actually going to thwart too. She's 1 and +1 from lead from the front. So that goes down to 1. And then so I'm at +1 attack right now. I'm going to use the claws, take 2 damage. No, I'm not. So I'm at 2 attack. So there's 2 attack, 13. Then I'm going to do the claws, take 2 damage, go down to 5, and ready up. So now I'm at 2 4 attack. I do 4 attack, and he's down to 9 health. I'm at 5. He's at 9. Did I start this turn in Alter Ego? I don't believe so, because he was stunned and didn't do his attack, right? That's pretty much what happened. And no, because I had the when revealed Alter Ego, and that made me discard my double energy. He schemed. I did start this turn in Alter Ego, so I cannot flip back down. Okay, stay up. 5. That was the bottom. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Make the call. Interesting. All right. 1 on the main. He's attacking for 2. So Nick's going to take it. 0, 1, 2. He defeated Nick. And then I get my bad card. Armored Guard. He's a guard with toughness. Ooh, okay. The guard part is the part that's frustrating there. He's at 9 health. We're going to figure this out in a second. It's too late to do specialized training. Who can I make the call for? I could make the call for Nick. I could deal 4 damage to him. That's pretty good. Or I could do Honey Badger, Overkill. Yeah, all right. Here's what I'm going to do. I am going to make the call using specialized training and endurance as 2 resources for Honey Badger. So she gets in play. Okay, and here we go. This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to play Claw Mastery. So I have +2 attack till the end of the round, and Overkill while Honey Badger's in play. Okay, 3. Okay, so I'm at 3 attack. So I will do 3 attack to Armored Guard. Okay. Now I'm going to exhaust these. I get to take 2 damage. I go from 5 to 3. I get another +2 attack till the end of the round, and I'm ready up. So I'm at 5 attack right now. The guard's gone. Oh yeah, you're in trouble, buddy. So there's 5 attack. He goes from 9 to 4. Honey Badger hits him for 1. He goes from 4 to 3. She takes a consequential because she took a damage. I'm up. I'm going to go ahead and have Vision and Mockingbird both for the main from 2 to 0, just for fun. And I'm going to use my last 5 attack. He's at 3 health. Now he's at -2 health. He's at 0 health. The game is over. And that is how X-23 can keep the board constantly clear against Standard Klaw in either Leadership or Justice if you watched both videos. Thank you.